Layla says hi.
Hi, Layla. Okay, everybody, welcome. We are in the March 2020 Team Onward. I like to call it the monthly meeting, not necessarily the sales meeting, okay? I love this. I wish I had started this before because I'm going to have them go back now that we're started. And I'm sure many other people have celebrations, but I want Brenda, if you will come back on, and if you will tell us exactly what happened with you, and then I'm going to have Janae follow up again because I want everybody on the team to hear these. So Brenda, please start. Let's call this part celebration. What's your personal celebration here?
My men were here. Rocky and Ron were in the room, so I told them I'm going back on. So they just like ran out. So you want me to do it now?
Please,
yes?
Please, just tell us again like it's the first time because I want the team to hear this.
I just want to share because on Friday, I was just going through my motion. I'm delivering, getting done. And right before I literally walk out the room, I had a customer contact me and she wanted 6 eyeliners and the new Green Goddess. And I'd mailed out campaign mailer and put the Green Goddess samples in my campaign mailer. So, but she had got the sample in my campaign mailer and she was so excited over it. And I was like, I actually buy your eyeliners ahead when they're on sale because she uses emerald. Right. And I like to have them because you might miss it when it goes on sale. So I have it. You always get 6. I have your 6 on hand, and I have a Green Goddess. She goes, that's why I love you, because I do that. And then, so she was like, if you could deliver it before tomorrow, I would love it because I'm going out of town for the week. And I delivered it that day, and she was so excited. So that was really great. And then I go to another customer's house, and she's like, I want to sign up. And I was like, you want to sign up? She goes, yes, let me get a check. I said, no, we've got to do it online. So she goes online and does it right then while I was there in person. So I just loved it, and I wanted to share because it just feels like life back into us, kind of like it's spring. We got life back, and I loved it. I love the feeling.
God is good all the time, just not always in our time. That's what I say about that. Thank you, Brenda, for sharing that. Janae, real quick, please tell the team for the recording what happened with you when you did this.
So as some of you know, I have my own YouTube channel, and I try to share my reviews of different products that we have and try to write when they're new so that it can be shared amongst the team or so on and so forth. So long story short, I ended up posting a quick 2-minute review. My first time trying the wipes, mind you, because if you looked at my face in the video, Molly,
I did. I was like, she
just came right off.
Before. Yeah.
So I wiped it off, and basically the title of the video was removing rice water bright facial wipe makeup removal in under 2 minutes. And I sold 4 packs of makeup wipes and 4 of the foaming cleanser, the rice water foaming cleansers, all that day. I had people following up with me, so I'm still following up with customers before I submit my order tomorrow just to see if I can get 2 more.
That is great, Janae. And again, what I loved about this, and I saw this, and it's so funny because I know Janae, and I love watching her anyways on Instagram and everything that's going on. But I'm watching her do this, and it's so funny because she says, not using this on my eyebrows. I don't want to remove my eyebrows right now, so I'm not doing it.
But I don't have brows, so I need those as long as I can keep them whenever I make the time to do them. So.
But it was such, it was just storytelling. You didn't have to say anything, Janae. Because your makeup, it's people can see that you have makeup, they can see the flawless look, and you were just taking those wipes and everything that a lot of people would be like, oh, let's see how many times she's got to go over her face to get this. How many wipes does she have to use with this? And it was just coming off, which look, I'm just, it's like my #1 product. I love the rice water cleanser, but that was so great. And I thought, now, a lot of people in Avon, and I'm not cutting on all representatives, but the one thing I'm trying to teach my team is this. I love what Janae did, But what I would like to see is not everybody use Janae's video. I would like to see people do this themselves. And believe me, you must do it scared because, you know, Janae was not always this bold expert that she appears to be now. What I love is that she can laugh at herself because I'm laughing to myself when she says, I don't want to take my eyebrow. I'm not doing it. She's following what she's doing, and I'm laughing, going, no, she's not going to do that. I hear that. Like, she's got to explain that. But it has, whether you start, Jennifer, I love that. A before and after picture of me with a new product. I love that. That is where to start. Start simple. You don't have to do the videos. You don't have to, but the thing is, share what you can. I love the group Avon Beauty Influencers because everybody's sharing in their pictures of different products that you may not use, and you can show the differences, and everybody is using everybody's stuff. But social media people who are following you want to see what part does your company play in what you're doing with your walk, with your journey. So I thought that was really, really good. It's kind of like when I see Brenda put up a picture on social media, I always eyeball her pictures because I'm trying to pick out what products that she's used. I'm always like, okay, that lipstick, what is that lipstick that she's using? Or if she's got the jewelry one, whatever it may be. I'm always trying. She put a picture up of her in a tie-dye shirt the other day, which for some reason, like, tie-dye would look awful on me, I believe, but it looked so good on her. And she had like this, her face was radiant, and she just, I thought, oh my gosh, that's a good picture of her. And it was just her, just a normal picture. But I'm trying to pick out everything that Brenda's using, you know, to say, how is she getting that look going on right there? She had that like dewy glow going on. Brenda, what were you using in that picture? Because it was a great picture of you.
Well, I love our highlighter stick. I've gotten to where I use it on my cheekbones and right down my nose, and maybe just a touch here and a touch here that helps my face be more contoured. Just doing that. And that's probably what you were noticing.
It looked great though. I mean, just
but I'm using the ink lasting foundation. I've started using the Sicca to help, and it helps me have with my red, and I use the green toner. So that it helps with my red.
Yep.
And
we are sisters. I'm just saying, we are sisters.
I use the stick blush too, the little short stick blush.
The short one, right.
And then I just kind of blend it a little bit right there. And then I use the Mono Pop Coral on my eyes.
That might have been what it was drawing, because I thought, that shirt, whatever's going on, it goes.
It has some glitter in that. But really, I will say the Avon Influencers, I like that because so many people have gotten to where they put their name on everything when you try to share it. And it's not, it makes it be more about one family.
I agree.
And my customers like the fact that I share different reps. I always tell them fellow reps are sharing this, but they like it because they see me.
Yes.
But their skin tone may be a little different.
Exactly.
They may be Janae's skin tone. They may be your skin tone. They may be different and different. So seeing different things on different people, they like that.
Age. I love what you're saying, Brenda, because
you froze on my end.
You're spot on. Look, I could even want to post an Avon Influencers because those youngins, I'm telling you, I have never felt so intimidated as I do with those youngins in there.
I shared my lip mom attitude in there one time, but I have not like posted in there because they even come back and say, we're going to try to tell y'all how to take better selfies. And I thought, oh, well, if I was to post, y'all would probably be sending me a private message just telling me what you need to do. So I just leave that to Janae.
I will have Janae or Brenda or Kimberly or somebody, one of our leaders here, if sometime or other, if you can post the link to that group for me in Team Onward. And you guys need to get in there. No, and I got to tell you, the ideas, it makes me get out of my comfort zone, even at 56 years old, to say, you know, I wonder if that would look okay with me. You know, I wonder if that would look good with my skin tone. And it makes me, even as a rep, say, let me check this out and see. Let me see if this is something for me. So I love this. It's a great sharing group. So if you're watching this on the replay or even if you're live here, this is a wonderful group that I think everything it has to offer is really, really going to help you share the product. So, and Brenda and Janae, you will both be getting a goodie pack for sharing that celebration and that testimony. So whether you share it with your team or you keep it for yourself, you're going to be getting a goodie pack of new products. And that way you can get out there and keep doing what you're doing. You know, that's a good thing. Keep doing what you're doing. I love it. I love it. Okay, let me take a look at the chat here real quick. I just want to make sure. Thank you, Brenda, for sharing that. Good deal. A difference in my skin. Yeah, Jennifer, you're right. And that's what's good. You know, it's not always you taking the book and throwing the book in somebody's face, but if somebody, they're looking at you, they're almost like, you know, the favorite thing people don't want to ask is they don't want to go, oh my God, girl, hey, you lost weight? Because that's the first thing people think, you lose weight. And it could be some contouring that you're doing or a new color. And somebody will say, what, are you using something different? What's going on? And the door is open because if they're asking, they want to know what it is. This is where preparation to share your business is what it's all about. Whether it's having that digital web link to be able to send somebody, or here, let me text my online catalog to you right now, or handing them that brochure. Whether you are going out and you're having business cards made up at Vistaprint or something that will get these people connected. And, you know, and this is where even if you never had their number before, I always say, this is why I use the Shuffle app. This is why I use that digital business card that I use, because I like saying, put your name and number in here, and I'm going to send you the digital link to your phone, and that way you can just click on it and go. There is no pressure. You're not saying, I'm going to text you and have a conversation. You're saying, I'm going to send you the link. And that way you can just go and let me know what it is that you want. So I love that. So that's perfect. Great conversation starting out.
I just wanted it to be noted just for a moment that I have on the Glimmer Kiss in amethyst.
Do you really? And gosh, it looks, now I got to tell you, I was almost doing the circus clown look when I tried it. It looks fabulous on you. So let me just say, it looked fabulous on you. It does.
Thank you.
For me, it was an amethyst bozo for me. It just was not killing it, so I immediately took it off. Just saying, it was not me, but fabulous on you.
I will say that if ever you feel uncomfortable with how dark the shade is, if you create an ombre look, it'll actually make it look better for your comfort zone. That's why I love doing. If you want to try it,
that's not gonna still work on me. Okay.
I scared myself so bad. Brenda's right. There are just some things I'm like,
I will make it ombre look. I have it.
I felt like I was dying and my lips were turning blue. I could not do it.
It will not look 1/10 of Janae.
First of all,
Brenda, you are spot on. You are spot on, Brenda.
Y'all both know that y'all look flawless. Because Brenda, if I could pull off your glowy, dewy look on a daily, I swear I would.
I tell you what, it was definitely spot on. It's so weird that you all shared this, because you were my examples that I was going to say, let me tell you what some of these people are doing here. And I'm like, oh my God, I don't even have to do it. They just don't get on. We're going to talk about it now. So it's like, great. So I love it. So that is good. That is good.
I just want to add, Molly, you brought up my tie-dye post, okay?
Okay.
I did not talk about my makeup. I was talking about my shirt. I have orders from when I make posts like this where people will contact me and say, I need the lip color you had on. Yeah. What were you wearing that made you glowing? And they're watched several times, and they'll see me in my group, or they'll just see me on my Facebook, and then
Right,
they'll say,
right.
I've noticed that your face has gotten blah better, something, whatever it is. What is it you're using for that? I need to get that. So I don't necessarily have to make posts that are
Right.
about products, where I do the same thing when I'm out and about, where most of the time if I ain't going out looking like this, if I go out looking like this, I'm very, very, very bad. But most of the time I go out looking like I do in those pictures, and they'll comment on it to want to know what it is. And that's really just sharing our products, even though they don't know we're sharing them.
I agree 100%. Andrew, you look like you got something to share. Share it with me, and thanks for joining us.
I can't really see it in this video, but just want to know what everyone, if you liked the colors that I posted in your comments.
The colors.
Which colors?
Remember when you posted in Team Onward about tonight's meeting?
Yeah.
I posted a picture of makeup that I'm wearing.
Oh, I didn't see it, dear. Believe you missed the conversation, Andrew. You were late. You missed the conversation about what my day was like and how we almost had no video today.
Yeah, I had to wash some dishes, so I was 10 minutes late.
No, it's okay. It's fine. But I was like, oh my! I kept saying I need to post the call. I need to put in the reminder. And luckily, my girl Brenda always got my back. She's like, hey, can you send me the link? We still having it, right? Because I don't have nothing. I'm like, oh my gosh, Lee, I've got to go post the reminder. I haven't posted the reminder. It's been that day. For sure, it's been that day.
Where's it placed?
I'll have to go look, my friend. I will do
Okay.
that. So we're gonna let's see. It's my turn to pick on Jennifer. So let's see. Wait a minute. First of all, yep, I agree. Let's be able to try new products. Yep, that's good. We're not gonna pick on that. Kim says I just took pics of the products and shared what I was using in what order. Yes, with possible customer because I don't have time to do a video. That is okay. I got to tell you, I still do more pictures and videos. Because number one, I'm always out and about. I'm always out and about. I'm always doing what it is. So I'm like, you know what? This is a little bit different. I'm using the monopod. I'm not going to say that. I'm just hoping you're going to notice exactly what it is. So that would be the good thing. Okay. So I love that you're doing that. I can't hear you, Kim. I can't hear you. I'm mute. There, okay. Now.
She didn't understand what order to use everything in. And I had told her I would do a little video for her, but I didn't have time. So what I did was I held up each product, and then I took a selfie of myself putting it on and where it was supposed to go. So like a new clinical eye duo, the cream goes on the bottom, the gel goes on the lids. So that's where I was showing her how to use, and I was showing her what is it, the newer from whatchamacallit, I'm having a total brain fart right now. The age, the serum.
Green Goddess?
Elixir? The dual elixir?
Nope, not the dual elixir. It's the new one.
Sika?
Are you talking about the Sika?
No, it's the it's a taller bottle. It's
one with the oil and cream in it.
The therapy, that's it. So it was, yes. So it was using that first and then using the Green Goddess afterwards. Has been amazing on my skin. So I was showing her which order I was using all of that in and just snapping pictures of it. She's like, oh, now I totally get it, because I didn't have time to actually sit down and do a full-on video for her.
You know, and Teresa Paul shared a picture that I did. Y'all see that? I put it in my my customer group. But it's a picture. It's got 6 things where it talks about use this, then use this, then use this. That really is a help to give to our customers. But I think that the eye cream one should have stated treatments, because that's where I put in retinol too. So I told my customers when I shared it to them, where it says eye treatments, just eye cream or whatever, I told them to change that to treatments and put their treatments in that spot.
Yeah, I'm just not using the ampule, but she just wanted to know specifically about the products I was using. So I just did it in that order for her, but using that picture as the model so that she understood. And so I just did it in order, but only using the products that I was using because that's specifically what she had asked about.
Yeah, it's better.
I'm glad you mentioned that because the area I live in, there are a lot of restrictions depending on which town you're in. So like sometimes book tossing is possible, other places it's not. And I thought about the idea of maybe using campaign mailer and just doing 10 houses at a time. It's a time saver too.
I was just going to say, when I do go door to door, I have that note on there that may have started with Teresa, may have started with you, that talks about why is this brochure in your yard, on your door. But because of that, I add in my personal thing. And one thing I put in that is I want to be able to, I'm a local Avon rep, like what you said. I want to be able to reach more people, but I want to be respectful to you because you may work shift work, you may be sick, or you may be taking care of elderly or your grandchildren. So I just left this so you can get with me at your convenience. I don't knock because I don't know who's behind that door so that we're safe. So I just put and go. And if I happen to see people outside, I have current brochures for the person that I see outside. But everyone else, I have older brochures that I use with that. But if you have current, you can use it for both if that's what you choose to do. But I'm just saying, I put that note. Um, I'm Jennifer. I'm glad you said how old. Let me tell you, if it's been printed, I'll use it. I don't go by what date a brochure is. I just put on there. This is a. You can use the word expired, example brochure. This this is just a brochure to let you know Avon is still around. But contact me for a current brochure and I'll get that in your hand. The reason why is, first of all, I don't want us to throw away for our environment. I don't want to throw away things that we could be using, and I don't want to throw away things because they've been purchased and they've been paid for. Whether you're able to get them from other reps or they're your own, either way, I want us to use them the most that we can. So I don't care how old that book is. I use it, but I put in there saying contact me for a current brochure, and I once I started using that note in with my thing that talks about why is this brochure here, it gives a little information about me, it gives shopping information, and it gives sign up information, but it also lets them know I'm respecting them with not knocking. And they also, I've not had ugly people calling me. Well, I don't know about what they look like, I'm just talking about their attitude. Calling me, telling me you shouldn't be doing this, or I don't want this book here, or whatever. But I put them like, say, when you go deliver an order, take 5 brochures and go around and canvas, or 10 brochures, whatever you want to pick, 5 or 10 houses around where you're delivering an order. And then that way, next time you deliver an order, you may be delivering 2 orders. I may go do an entire neighborhood or entire street. I may use these to put out at every gas station around, and put 1 at each pump. I don't put 15 at every gas station. Put it on the top of a newspaper box. Put it inside the one that you open up that says free. Take this inside, and they're inside those little boxes. I'll put 1 inside there. I put them inside when I go into doctor's offices and places. I'll pick up a stack of magazines and put it underneath a magazine, because underneath the magazine, the people cleaning up and stuff don't notice it. But if you put it on the top, they might see it and then throw it away. Things like that. Those are what I do.
Right. Good girl, Jennifer.
Hey, and since you're talking about may not see the fruits of that labor, I also ask my customers, will you take your brochure with you to the hospital or doctor's office and leave it there for me and share it? I had one person, it was like campaign 23 and it was campaign 8 or something like that whenever I got contacted from it. It was a long time from then. It looked like trash was the brochure. The person placed an order and signed up from finding the brochure in the hospital where a customer had took it and left it.
I do. No, I actually, because I can get in trouble for doing it while I'm on duty, so I have to be sneaky. So I stick them in my side uniform pockets, and then a sneaky one or two in the break rooms or in the bathrooms, and I use the door hanger and I leave it on the back of the bathroom door. Yeah, that's right. you know.
I still have it. You know,
Casual like appearances of an Avon book. Like I will deliberately stand in line and be thumbing through an Avon brochure, not trying to pimp it out to anybody necessarily, but then people go, I didn't even know Avon was still around. Oh my gosh. And I'm just like, yeah.
you know the purse that's in the Avon ad, the Boss Life ad. So the pink bag that's inside of it. So I've been using whenever I get to have a streak, I'm carrying that bag and wearing my Avon visor, where people are asking me where I don't even have to say anything. So I found really good luck with that pink Avon bag and my visor together. And now that the pink bag is starting to wear out, I've ordered something very similar from 31, and I'm all excited. I can't wait for it to come in.
Let me pause this for a second so you don't have like crazy nursery rhymes in the background. So my number one would definitely be the iLift Pro, the New Clinical iLift Pro. It would be the vitamin C serum. Oh,
Janae, she said it has to be new. I thought she's talking about LG products.
oh, does it have to be new? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Hey,
Starting over.
hey, Janae, are you blind?
Starting over. I'm sorry. Excuse me. No, we're going back. I'm starting over. So I would say the Rice Water Bright Foaming Cleanser. Love you, mean it. Well, Brenda just called me blonde, so I got to start over.
Oh,
Have mercy.
All right,
She didn't have to
everybody
call
say
me out like
nice.
that. The Green Goddess serum or oil, excuse me, the facial oil, and the Doctor. And I always say this wrong, but Doctor, is it Belmure? Yes. So the Dr. Belmure Recovery Cream. Love that stuff. And I love the fact that I can add it to my regimen and I don't have to replace anything. I can actually put it on in between my serum and my moisturizer. And I love the results. Yes. The vitamin C serum, the Magic's Prime Face Perfector. Always. The Face Perfector is the Prime. Yeah.
My three favorites are definitely the Rice Water Bright Cleaner, the Green Goddess oil. That is absolutely my favorite new product. I wear that every freaking day. And I used to have naturally oily skin when I was younger, and I cannot get enough of that oil. It's amazing. I love it. Yeah. And then the third thing would probably be, it's a toss up. Either it's going to be the Ink Lasting Cushion Foundation, or it would be the therapy oil, because I really like that too. Yeah. Uh-huh. Right. So the older products, it would be, what was the serum that came, oh my God, the Power Serum was definitely one for the older product. What was it? I still have some, so I alternate, although I do find myself using the new stuff more, but occasionally I still go and I'm using the, yeah, yeah, no, mm-mm, correct. Let me see. One of the other things, the silicone glove lotion for my hands at work, because my hands get just wrecked with all of the hand washing and alcohol gel and stuff that I'm using. So my hands look like an old lady's, and that really helps my hands. And I actually still use that because I still have some. Um, and then when I'm trying to think of a third product that I really love. They don't make it anymore, but it was the Beauty Balm. The Mark Beauty Balm was my third favorite. That was actually the very first Avon foundation I was ever able to wear on a daily basis. Yeah.
I would say start with the Chi hair color with the red in my hair. The She shampoo and conditioner. The only take back I would say with the hair shampoo and conditioner, I like the smell initially, but it lasts all day where it gets a little overpowering. But I do like how my hair feels afterwards. I was really impressed by it. Um, and then what really impressed me, the belief is really won me over. I just tried it once, and then I tried it again, and I found myself using it more and more. I've been alternating between the two. My colleague, I have a colleague who works at Sephora. He suggested, with my skin type being combination, trying the Aqua Bomb first. And what I find is it depends on how oily or dry my skin is. If my skin's more oily, the Aqua Bomb is better. If it's drier, the other one is better. Or combination. Correct. Still available. Um, I've kind of, I kind of stopped you. Like I used to love the Advanced Techniques shampoo with the Moroccan argan oil. That was my go-to, and I have a bottle of it I'm not using anymore. Yeah, it's like I was gonna try to use it up first, but it's like it's so much better. And then my moisturizer more and more. I'm using the Belief over my new product, at least for the evening time.
Yes, I still use my three odor that I gave you. I still swear, I'm still swearing by the 1.5 hydrofusion, the retinol, and the wash off waterproof. I mean, I have people that had come to me and told me I'm allergic to mascara. I can't use mascara. And I was like, before I started Avon, I had to buy my mascara from Lancome. And I was able to switch from that to wash off waterproof. Why don't you try it? And she was able to use it. And I swear by it as my everyday go-to. Some of the stuff we have that come out, my eyes can't do them. Some of them it can do for an hour or two, but that's about it. But I can do wash off waterproof all day long on the month of Sunday. Have you tried the wash off waterproof?
That is the one product I still can't wear is the mascara. Yeah.
No, I was afraid I couldn't get it off. It should have been just like when we had our Matitude come out and lip tattoo come out. We should have had a lip scrub come out.
Absolutely. I agree with you. Now, I have not, even though I have one that they sent me, I still haven't tried that. And it's not like it's weird because like I wear L'Oreal. It's a volumizer mascara. I've always used it. I also never wear black mascara. I always wear brown black. And you know, for a while we had a lot of selection with that. And then they took that away, even if I could have worn it. I'm okay with that because I think for me being a rep for 16 years, I shared with you all not too long ago that I was also somebody that although I pimped foundations for Avon when I knew what people wanted, I could never, ever wear an Avon foundation. It did not matter if it was a new, it didn't matter what it was, I couldn't. And that was so stressful with me because it's a beauty. And people would always say, oh, Molly, your skin is so beautiful. What foundation are you using? And I would like, no lie, for reps, it was reps who always asked me, I would have to just completely go away from it. And because I was using a 60, well, it's more now, but a $65 foundation by Gerda that I was turned on to 20 years ago by my hairdresser who did my makeup for something. And my skin is really, really sensitive. And I just didn't, and a lot of them I just didn't like. Let me be honest, I just didn't like them. So, and then comes ink lasting foundation. And boy, it's what they say, just, you know what, sooner or later something comes. And this other foundation was so expensive, to be quite honest. I found that I like wearing makeup just about every day, but for the last 18 months, I had to be very sporadic because my foundation was so expensive. And even though this foundation is more expensive than anything Avon ever carried, it is the best stuff ever. And I have to use so little of it to put it on. I am so massively falling in love with the products of our company all over again. So I'm glad to hear a lot of this. Let me move on just a little bit here. Linda says she loves the Therapy Oil Blending Cream. Now I cannot use the cream, but I love the serum. Okay, that was one of the things I was going to say. It's one of the things that are on mine. I use it every day, twice a day.
I don't
love
like
it.
the serum. It's too oily.
Yeah, you can't use the serum.
No, it's too oily. I don't like.
Well, you know, but I've got that skin that okay, it's too oily, which means it's giving you too much, and I think my skin needed it.
Oh,
Now
okay.
the cream, Linda, makes my it makes my face itch. Again, I admit I have sensitive skin, but like, in other words, in the middle of the night when I was trying it, I'd wake up going. And I was only doing like one product at a time to make sure I didn't have a reaction. I'm like, oh my gosh, why my neck itch? Why my cheeks itch? My cheeks never itch. Why my cheeks itch? Oh my gosh. And so then I switched to the serum, and not to mention, because I am I'm a smell person. If something smells too much, oh my Lord, I can't. It overpowers me. It gives me headaches. This smell is perfect for me. So again, as you can hear, there are a bunch of different reasons we have all done what we've done. She also, of course, everybody loves the rice water bread. I know, it's the best stuff ever, the rice water cleanser. And she loves the Himalayan pink toothpaste. Now, let me ask you. So this one here, this one in the tube, yes?
Tube.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great, because I haven't tried this yet. So I
haven't, but I haven't tried it yet either.
I really love it. It makes your teeth feel so clean.
Okay, I got to use it. Now, Lee and I have been using from the start, you know, the charcoal one, the one in the black tube. We love that.
I didn't like that one.
You didn't like that one. Lee and I
like that one too.
I like that, but I kept saying, okay, I use this pink salt scrub all the time, the Himalayan, but I've never thought of using it in my mouth as toothpaste. So just a little bit. I've got to tell you. But
I was leery, but yeah, I really like it.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. That's great. So you all take this in. There are different things. Think about every person who's on here. Think about the age capabilities. Think about what they're liking about it. You're hearing these. This is where we listen to what people are talking about and what they're saying because we have so many selections. Hand sanitizer, it sucks.
Jennifer was talking about when I was saying I liked the silicone glove because of all the hand washing and the hand
Okay. I was thinking,
that was
Pam, do you
that
know
was
what
a
I was
response to
thinking?
my comment about that.
I'm going, did I miss the hand sanitizer? What did I miss? I should be talking about it. Where is it at? That's what I was thinking. Thank you. She was making me look
Yes.
stupid again, Kim. Oh my
I'm just
gosh.
clearing that up for you.
Lee, get the tea kettle. He did, Jennifer. He got it. Thank you. Of the old products, Linda says she loves and still use the Magic Primer. Everybody seems to love that. The Hydrofusion Replenishing Serum, and I can never say this right.
Micellar water.
Thank you, micellar. I always put the emphasis on the wrong syllable. And I got to tell you, what's funny about that is Lee will use that, not every day, but Lee uses it. But my son, Anthony, I don't know if you all remember this. I haven't put up the post in a long time. He owns his own power washing company. And he was power washing something, wasn't thinking there was a huge win. He was doing it with bleach. And when it came back on his face. And he sent me pictures of it, and I was freaking out because it was just this boy he has a beard, but he has beautiful skin for a kid. And boy, this stuff, it was blown up. And I immediately gave him this cleanser because I knew that it was safe and it didn't have any additives. I gave him our new serum to use, and I also gave him the hydro gel. And I said, you're going to do the hydro gel first, and then you're going to follow up with our new serum stuff. And I want you to do this. Within 4 days, I posted the pictures of what his skin did with these products, and people were blown away. My customers, when I sent that, were like, oh my gosh, I want that regimen. Anthony, to this day, even though this was probably a year ago that this happened, Anthony he just called the other day. Of course, Mama's his Avon lady, right? And he don't got to pay nothing for it. He says, Mom, I'm Adel. Can you send me my regiment? He said, of what I use for my skin. So I love, you see,
very cute.
Anthony, yeah, his regiment. He is the boy with the regiment. I love him. He's just the manly man with the beard. He looked like he should be knocking down trees like he used to do, and he got a regiment. I love it. Let's see. Brenda, how do you only have us choose 3? Lee has us choose 5. Because I agree with Lee's methods when he talks to all of us about pick 5 things. And I think that can be a space, whether it's makeup, skincare. Now we have toothpaste. We have, there's just so much that we have to offer. And I think that it helps us tap into everybody in our life in one way or another. Sometimes we find that it makes us tap into ourselves. Let me have one more moment of honesty with you. I don't know about you all, but I think a lot of you are probably in the same boat that I have been. When things happen, I go on the back burner. And the one person I don't take care of is me. Doesn't matter what it is. Maybe I should have gotten on the treadmill today. Maybe I should have washed my face before bed. Maybe I should have treated my skin. Maybe I should have done X, Y, and Z. No matter what it is, I have been that person. And I feel like I did myself a lot of damage. I'm 56 years old, but I don't think I was ever really in love with any skincare regimen that I ever tried. And I feel like, how sad is this? Because my customers, it doesn't matter, I would be this honest with them too. The products that have come in that are in play, and I am still using, for instance, I use the rice water cleanser. You all know that. I use the therapy serum. You know that. I use the Sika. This is twice a day for these things. I use the Green Goddess, but I only use the Green Goddess at night before bed. It's the last thing that I put on after my moisturizer. But I also use the Dark Circle Corrector. I use the retinol Brenda was talking about. I still use that, and I use that twice a day for this And this is what's amazing. I used to use it, but I was never faithful. Since finding these LG products, I'm completely faithful with this. I use the geez, what is it? The eye lift. The eye lift I use every single night. And then I use the depuffer. So those are my treatments that I use. In 3 months, and I take it back because we're in March now, 4 months. I have not missed a day in 4 months of taking my makeup off at night, of treating my skin, of getting up in the morning and washing my face and treating it again. And I have to, Kim and I were talking about this on our one-on-one. I said, even at 56 years old, my skin is at the best place in my life that it has ever been, ever. And now, because I've added the ink foundation, and I feel like the coverage is like something I have never experienced before. I believe that now, where before I told you I had to make it last, before I was probably lucky unless I was on here with y'all, and sometimes I didn't even with y'all. I was not even excited about putting my makeup on. I didn't care. It was a task. And every day I'm up. And every day I'm experimenting with the monopop. Every day I'm experimenting with, Brenda was talking about our contouring sticks and everything. I am back to, using those. I am back to trying anything that comes out and figuring out what did work and what I should have been doing. Look, there is a new explosion. When they talk about this product explosion that's coming, these events they're bringing, it is truly a great, great description. Because when you have been an Avon representative for a really long time, and you can say that you yourself feel reborn with the product. I was the girl too that I would love to tell you that every single day I brushed my teeth at night too. But for 4 months, I have brushed my teeth twice a day for 4 months. I didn't care how tired I was. I was in there. I feel like these products are so great, and I've noticed such a change with so many things that it makes me want to get up and get it done and show everybody that it's making me feel better about me. And I don't know if you all are experiencing that or not, but I feel like if you're not, give it a chance, because we are in the middle of a regeneration. Yes, please, Janae, please.
To piggyback on what you're saying, I absolutely agree. I will say that I remember, you remember back when Lisa Scola used to do her skincare lives and things of that nature.
Yes.
And I was like, man, if I could just have pretty skin like hers, blah. And I mean, that's where it stemmed from originally, for me even trying some of our skincare products, was
Right.
from getting her review on it and different things of that nature, and actually learning how to apply it, stuff like that. So,
Right.
But it wasn't until I tried the vitamin C serum before they switched the formula.
Mm-hmm.
Because you remember, it used to be where it took 2 weeks before you got results, and now it's instantly, right?
Right.
So I've always had issues on the side of my face. Like when my hair used to be down and I used to get my hair relaxed, my hair would touch my face and then I would break out. But I didn't realize until I got older that it wasn't necessarily because of my hair touching my face, but it actually is more, usually if the side of your face breaks out, it's usually because of your digestive issues.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't really having any, but it was just clear signs, because your face, any facial acne will usually tell you it's some type of sign for why.
Right.
Hormones are usually here.
Right.
Stress is usually up here and here. So learning all of these things, since I've been taking better care of my skin, it's actually given me more of a passion to learn about skin health. But the reason why I was going to that was because I didn't realize how much of a difference my skin needed in improvement when it came to skincare until I tried it. So I took a picture years ago. And so then I started using the vitamin C serum, and I took a picture after I had Zoe of this side of my face and this side of my face. And I was like, oh my gosh, that looks awful, because I had black acne scars on the side of my face.
I remember. Yes.
Yeah. So I
Yes.
ended up putting the vitamin C serum on, just like, all right, I'll just try it because it's probably not going to work, but we'll just see. And it wasn't until I took a picture and saw the difference of how like my acne scars had almost vanished, that brought confidence alone. And then the same with the Eye Lift Pro system. I again like didn't even know that I needed it until I tried it. And
Oh,
I
you
happened to
tried
look
it.
at pictures because I always, I when I first got into Avon was when I started trying makeup looks.
Right.
But it was like beginners type of looks. But I always kept trying to figure out like why whenever I would put my eyeshadow on, it would always crease, even with primer on. It wasn't until after I started using the Eye Lift Pro system and I actually noticed the significant difference.
Right.
Zoe's cranky, sorry. And hang on. And basically, after I ended up using it, and I took the before and after again, and looked at the results, I was completely like shocked at how much younger my eyes looked alone. And I was like, it's crazy. Like even when I was in my 20s using it and didn't know. What do you want more of? More. You want more milk?
Yeah, that is
Okay, I'll mute it so you can finish talking. But I just wanted to share that.
Great, Janae. It's just very true. I just, and for me, look, it's hard for me sometimes to be as definitely honest as I am with you all. I mean, I'm very honest on my social media about a lot of stuff, but with you guys, you're like, there's my tribe and then there's my family. And you are definitely my Avon family. But I feel like for me, letting you all know about things like this, and if you're that person, I'm telling you, something's going to click. Something's going to click, and suddenly it's just, and when you can get certain things to click, it makes you feel better about everything. That's what I'm telling you. It just does. And not that you never have bad days, because I do have bad days at times, but I feel like I have a belief, for lack of a better word, in my company's products than I probably more so than I ever had. And I am so grateful that LG has bought us the Face Shop and all of these other skincare lines. And look, there are some lines I may never touch. You all have seen, if you're following, that we're getting the Mission in here. And the Mission skincare is going to be great, and there's going to be an audience for that. And if you find one person who wants that product, you're going to make bank on that product. Just one person. So I think that is a good thing. Jennifer was talking about when Janae was talking. She said she lives in Texas. Sun's horrible on the skin. She goes, I burn every time I go outside. Yeah, absolutely. Protection in mode for that for sure, especially anything with an SPF, and we have a few of those. Linda says she likes the shampoos too. I'm assuming that's what that is. That is great.
Yeah.
And that is, I haven't used that yet. I have it, but I have not used that. I finally used the Chi shampoo and conditioner after I used the coloring, which I was very impressed with because I was so scared. I had never colored my own hair. Oh my gosh. And I was just crazy fearful. Yet I was really, really happy with the results and with the fact of how my head felt. There was no itching and there was no irritation and it was easy. So I thought that was kind of cool too.
I don't like
said,
the other though. I don't like the Chi shampoo and
you
conditioner.
don't, yeah, can I tell you, I'm thank you for saying that because I'm not a fan, but I'm not a fan for, it's funny what Andrew said. Andrew talked about the smell of it. It's not what it does to my hair. It's the smell. I cannot contend with the smell of it all day long. Or even when I'm washing it, I was going, okay, I know I need to use this because it just colored my hair type thing. And I got to tell you, I'm using the serum. The serum I like. I can
I do like the serum.
that, but I cannot use the shampoo.
So I love the serum too.
One, I'm hoping will be great, but I was glad it wasn't just me. I know I'm smell sensitive, but when Andrew was like, sometimes it can be overpowering, I thought, I'm glad to hear that because it really was for me. And it's not, now I use a pretty expensive shampoo and conditioner. I always have. And so I've been using that, but I do want to try that. So I'm glad you said that was good because I love it upstairs and I haven't tried. So I'm going to make a commitment to try that and see if I like it.
I love the Propolis products.
I have very thick, unruly hair. And it's just really, I mean, really, it's bad, and it's just wonderful.
We're gonna make Linda take a before and after, girl. Take a before and after. We're gonna make that.
I just wanted to notate, if anyone was wondering, products are good. I use the hair mask, and it made my hair like so incredibly soft after.
Yes.
So I'm a huge advocate for it. It's not an unbearable smell. It actually smells kind of like shea butter.
Okay.
Like a very light shea butter scent. So it actually is a pleasant smell. I've used it twice so far. I haven't tried the serum, the shampoo, or the conditioner yet, but I have it on my list to try, and then I'll give you my honest take on it.
Please do, because this kind of, to be real honest, besides what we did in the very beginning, this is really what I want, because I think it can help all our teams, which for me, it's our whole team, because this goes to 5 generations deep with me. But I think these kind of things will help people. And I also am a true believer that our honesty, because you know how it is, people, you're the one you like to, well, I didn't like that. And, you're like, well, I suck because I don't like it.
That's the way I felt with the cheese.
I know, Linda, I get it. So what I'm able to say, see, is by getting us all to do this and talk about what we do like, or somebody going, oh, well, I really didn't like this about it. I can take what I cannot use. Like, for instance, hearing Brenda say she's never really been able to do the mascaras, but she can do that wash-off waterproof mascara. That if I hear somebody say that they are as sensitive as her and I are to mascaras, then now I feel like I can say, I have a rep on my team who hasn't been able to use any of them, but she can use this one. And this is great. So I like being able to take this and say, okay, but if somebody's talking about this, what can I tell them about it? So I really want to try to take this first Monday a month and, look, we haven't even begun. It's so funny, the things you all have talked about, all of them. I've got the therapy out here that we were going to talk about, and we did. And then Linda mentioned the Himalaya, and I got that out here. And of course, everybody talking about the rice water cleanser. So, I had that out here. And the thing that we have coming, of course, what in campaign 8 is our cashmere complexion. Now, I've not used this yet. They sent me the medium in the box, and so they've sent me all these different colors. So I've picked a couple. I'm not sure if they're going to work for me. And of course, this is different, guys. And I love the bottles. They're just the packaging is just so much better. That's all I can say. But when you're taking this out, I love this because this is the applicator. You'll see the slant.
That's nice.
Applicator. It's very, very nice. I think I'm going to try to use it tomorrow. I just want to see first, do I like the feel of it, even if I haven't found my color yet. So, because I got to tell you, it took me 4 bottles to find my color with the ink foundation, the ink lasting. And what's really funny about that is I actually used 2 of the foundations and I combine colors. That's how I get my color with that. But I don't care because I love it so much to do it any way I can. So if I have to do it with that, I will. So I want to use this. I don't know if, has anybody used this yet? That's on here. I don't know. Janae, have you tried this?
I haven't yet, but I'm ordering some. So give me 3 business days and I got you.
She had 2 because I know Brenda likes using all this stuff.
Yeah.
I got some, but I wasn't sure the shade because I was afraid the shades I had wasn't the right shades, and I thought they matched up exactly with
No, they don't.
They don't.
other, and
Not
they
even
don't.
close.
And so now I might have the right shade. So I'm gonna go back.
I know, and there's no samples yet. They keep telling me they're working on it, but there's no samples yet.
Hey, since you brought up samples, I gave out the Belief sample, and I had someone that just loved it, and
Okay.
I'm just gonna tell you, y'all just wear and share and show.
Yes.
I'm telling you, people are gonna be loving.
Let me say one thing about the cashmere because I have so much of that here. I cannot promise everybody that I can give you a bottle because I don't know what you think your shade is. But if you, in your homework, if you will give me your top 2 shades that you would like to try of the cashmere, and you'll put it in your email that you were on live with me. People on my team who are watching the replay right now, you can put it in yours. Just realize that if they're gone, they're gone. The people who are live, of course, they don't get the better stuff every time because they're on here live. I don't even know if I have what you would want, but if you can pick the top 2 colors of this, and I have it, and they have sent it to me because they didn't send me every color, then I will send you a free bottle of this to try. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Use it as a sample. It doesn't matter. You can just use it as a demo, that or whatever you want to do. I don't want it back if it doesn't work. I've already paid for all these. But if you will email me those, and those emails are going to be first come, first serve. And like I said, I say top 2 because even if it's not the right color for you, if you can say, but wow, I like the coverage, or wow, I like the way it feels, or whatever it is, it's going to give you a little bit more knowledge. Also, I will be picking, besides Janae and Brenda, who are getting a bundle, I am going to be picking 2 more people who are on the call, and going to send you out some goodies too, along with a few brochures. I'll be sending with you. Last February's, I am drawing tomorrow. You will remember that I did the bags and they had the samples and everything, that I had 2 of those that have Avon on it. I got those all packed up, and I've got to draw the names, so I'll be putting the winners on there. And that was if you were on the February meeting. Plus, I have products that'll be going out. I believe there are 7 possibility of winners. I believe there's jewelry. I can't remember what else we went over, but I got the box here, so I'll be pulling that tomorrow. Okay, so again, Molly7720@gmail.com. If you're watching this replay and you are not officially on my team, not my Onward, no matter what tribe, my team, Team Onward, if you're not on that, please don't send me something, because you know I'm going to check. If I don't recognize your name, I'm going to check and see if you're on my team. Do not lie. Lying is not, you need Jesus. If you lie, you need Jesus, and don't do that. And then for, yeah, put that in there, and you'll be in for, of course, these products that I'm going to be giving away. This has been great. Again, I didn't think we could beat last month's meeting because it was really, really good. And as usual, you all have exceeded the expectation. That's what Team Onward does. That's how we roll. So I love that. Andrew, yes, my friend.
So I didn't get a chance to mention my favorite original products, and there's one I really want to mention because it complements the belief.
Okay.
I gotta go with the Avon Clinical Resurfacing Expert. It's such a great supplement replacement for microdermabrasion.
Yeah.
I use it maybe once every 2 weeks. Gets rid of all the dead stuff off my skin. I use it at night because it does tingle. And for 2 weeks, my face feels like a baby's bum.
Okay, I haven't felt the baby's bum in a long time, so maybe I need to do that so I can be feeling all like that. That would be good.
And it feels even softer when you use the Belief afterwards.
Amy's got a baby bum. She can feel it. He's got to feel that soft. Oh my gosh, that's great. Okay, that's good to know. So
yeah, I love
think
the
about
that. I used to use
Yeah.
that. But
Yeah. Oh, I can see what's the card. Poor Amy, she froze up. Okay, so Amy, we were talking about the cashmere. If you want to try the cashmere, you want to pick the top 2 colors. I cannot guarantee that you're going to get it. I don't even know if I have the color you'll be looking for. But Avon sent me a bunch of bottles in the meeting in the box, and if I have the color with it, I want to make sure that you guys who are live get first dibs. So you want that. Also, as always, when we have this call, not all calls, but this call, you always want to send me an email, my team, and let me know that you were on live or that you were on the replay, because that's how you get on for the raffles for products. If I don't hear from you, if you don't send me that email, I don't go back and say they were here. I'm on here doing it. I'm giving you, I'm paying the postage. You won't do the homework. Thank you very much. You want to like do that little thing I tell you to do. See, I'm doing the whole Tyler Perry, you know, that thing. I'm doing it. So anyway, so make sure that you do, that you email me that. My team replay or live, and tell me which one you were on. I do have a list here of who was on, but you know, most of y'all don't lie. I mean, we have Jennifer and Kim. Sometimes they lie, but I know that about them, so it's okay. It's a team effort. It's a team effort in the lie department. What can I say? That's how it is. So it's all good for all those who were just.
Jennifer, to your comment, you want to do this homework, girlfriend, okay?
Yes, you always need to do the homework, Jennifer. What's wrong with you? How were you in school? Did you not do your homework? Did you like, that's wrong. You need to do your homework. That's what you need to do. And then, of course, you know, some of the people either had to go or fell off. I know this is always about, that was over 25 years ago. She's like, don't judge me. That was a long time ago. Thank you very much.
Hey, lady, we're the same age, okay?
Okay, so for all of you who are on here, whatever, you know, email me. We want to make sure. A lot of people jumped off. They know that they will be able to get the replay. Hopefully this recording is going well, and I'll be able to have this up before the end of the week. If you're on the replay, I must have the email from you with the homework that I requested by Monday of next week. If I don't have it, you snooze, you lose. You ain't getting no cashmere. You ain't getting no raffle. You ain't
Crack that whip.
Right. Cha-chang! That's what I'm doing. Cha-chang! That's right. Leo get all excited if he knows I got the whip out. What the hell? Okay, y'all need to stop.
I cannot. Can I give a quick message?
Yes, go ahead.
So for new reps and seasoned reps, one of the biggest things that we have to always remember is that even if one specific thing that works for others doesn't work for us when it comes to choosing which products you want to focus on, find your niche and find out what works best for you. So even if you're not too fond of doing skincare, you could focus on the jewelry, or you can focus on the fashion, or you can focus on. There's so many different things.
That's absolutely right. Like, I think more genuine conversation comes from products you actually
Absolutely.
like. You know,
Absolutely. So it's like, even if you don't like the skincare products or you don't like the fragrances, you can focus on the body lotions. This necklace, Jennifer, because she keeps complimenting, this necklace actually came from Avon last year. So that's one of the things.
Didn't I spend that to you? Didn't you win that in a raffle?
No, this is the one that I bought.
Oh, shut up. You don't even remember.
You sent me a lot of goodies, but this one, no.
Every time I get a wild piece of jewelry, I send it to you.
Linda, listen.
Listen to me.
My mom ended up going on my website and bought the black one and the red one, and I was like, oh yeah, I gotta get that. So I bought it myself. That's how.
Whatever. I don't believe you. Whatever. So it's
okay. First of all, so like I was saying before I was interrupted, no, I'm just kidding. So no, the whole thing is that's what I had to learn like earlier on, because I focused so much on everything that when I started to actually focus on what specific thing I want to focus on stuff. I want to focus on building skincare, just knowledge. And I've gotten to the point to where now, like even with our skincare products, I will look up what specific ingredient benefits are just so that I can get a better understanding of what specific target areas
to do for you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So like with the rice water, I did the exact same thing. And that's part of the reason why I was able to build sales from it too, was because sharing that it also is, rice water in general is great for a lot of things, for skincare or for your skin, for brightening, for eczema relief, like a ton of things, anti-inflammatory. So, but my whole point is that focus on what works.
If you don't brush your teeth, don't get on and talk about toothpaste.
Yes. Don't do it.
What I'm saying? Don't do it. Don't do it. And if you don't use mascara and everybody know it by looking at your pictures, don't be talking about no mascara. People say she lies, she ain't cheating us. We ain't doing it. So yes, that's what I'm gonna tell you. Okay, 8:38. I'm going to let you go. You guys are amazing. Thank you for showing up. Those who are on the replay, thank you for taking the time to watch this crazy bunch here who loves to entertain, because that's why they show up. They entertain us so well. I love them. So,
we love you.
Love you all. If you need us, your leaders, reach out. Reach out and Team Onward.
Love you, Molly.
I love you too, guys. Love you. Reach out and Team Onward. Share. For those of you who've been sharing in Team Onward, thank you so much. You do not know what kind of a help it is to me to have you all contribute to our team of 800 and whatever representatives. And you know what? Let's just keep at it. And I hope that next month I can tell you we're doing even better than we were doing last week. And Jennifer, stop lying, because I'm praying for you and you need Jesus. And that's all I'm going to say. All right. I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.